Imagine you're just a regular, defenseless guy with no weapons around, completely caught in the crossfire of two rival mobs. How the hell do you make it out alive? Well, for now, just think of it as a code name. After getting shoot out, Leonard starts chatting with Mabel. This girl has always dreamed of traveling the world, but since she doesn't have the cash, she settles for collecting those landmark snow globes to fuel her daydreams. Today, she brought in a new one of Big Ben, which happens to be in Leonard's hometown of London. Leonard takes one look and says, "It's just a clock. Nothing special." Mabel shoots back, "Come on, unlike you, I've never actually seen it. Someday, I'm gonna leave this place. Eventually, but pay attention, as Richie leaves, he shoots Mabel a look. After those two leave, it's closing time. Mabel pretends to help Leonard fold a pocket square and casually asks for a raise. After all, traveling the world takes serious cash, but Leonard completely ignores her request. A bit later, Mabel heads out too. Left all alone, Leonard grabs a simple bite to eat, works late into the night, and eventually falls asleep right at his cutting table. Who knows how long he was out, but suddenly, the door chimes wake him up. The instant the door opens, he's wide awake, showing this old guy is highly alert. Then he hears whispers outside, "We gotta find the key or something." Turns out, it's Richie and Mabel sneaking in for a secret rendezvous. While talking, Richie admits to Mabel that he hates Francis. He says Francis isn't family, but his dad values him just because he once took 6 bullets for him. Lately, Francis has lost his damn mind, insisting there's a rat in the gang. Meanwhile, Leonard is eavesdropping from the back room, so caught up in the drama that he accidentally drops his thimble. Hearing the noise, Richie immediately storms in to check. Seeing it's just the old man dozing off, he quickly leaves with Mabel. The next few days go smoothly. Leonard's voiceover is still running, teaching us the art of making a suit, how it's a true craft, blah blah blah. But then, things go south. Richie and Francis receive a cassette tape from the outfit. As soon as they see it, they rush out in a panic. Mabel gets off work shortly after. Leonard, as usual, "So if you don't want trouble, you better cooperate." With that, he goes to call the boss. Turns out, right after they left earlier, they were ambushed by LaFontaine's crew. It was obvious they had a rat. After reporting Richie's condition, the boss basically declares full-out war. Hanging up is no choice. He sterilizes his needle with some booze and starts sewing Richie up. With no anesthesia, the excruciating pain makes Richie pass out cold. Once the wound is closed, Francis sets the briefcase down and gets ready to step out. That line is a brilliant psychological seed. He's hinting that Francis might be the rat himself, acting overly proactive just to cover his tracks. When Francis returns, Leonard whispers to him that Richie is awake and has been fiercely guarding the briefcase the whole time. Francis walks in and tells Richie he found a player. He wants to take the tape there right now to catch the snitch. But Richie, whose paranoia has been stoked, absolutely refuses to let Francis take it. They started plays dumb, saying he has no idea where Richie hid it. Just then, a car pulls up outside. The boss has arrived. Francis orders Leonard to help him hide Richie's body. He then tells Leonard to stall the boss at the door while he cleans up the blood on the floor. Leonard opens the door, and sure enough, it's the mob boss, Roy Boyle, and his bodyguard, Monk. After exchanging greetings, Roy asks where his son is. But instead of stalling for Francis, Leonard simply tilts his head, gesturing that he's in the back. When they open the door, though, Francis has already miraculously scrubbed the floor clean. Roy watching them drag her away, Leonard gets a flashback almost seeing his old tailor shop going up in flames. He desperately tells Roy, "I understand how much you want to find your son, because I lost my daughter once, too." He reveals that the real reason he moved to Chicago was that his shop in the UK burned down, taking the lives of his wife and daughter. Just then, the shop phone rings. Roy tells Leonard to answer it. Leonard picks it up, acts pleasantly surprised, and turns to Roy. It was Richie. Hearing his son is safe, Roy breathes a massive sigh of relief and immediately prepares to head to the location to wait for him. As they head to the door, preparation for an ambush. Once Roy is dead, you can take over the entire Boyle family. Then, we use Mabel to lure the LaFontaines here with the tape for a trade. When they show up, you can assassinate their boss. You'll not only run the Boyles, but you'll get them an exclusive seat with the outfit. Weighing his options, Francis agrees to the plan. He has Mabel make the call. An hour later, the LaFontaine crew arrives at the shop. Francis gives Leonard and Mabel a warning. "Once you verify the cash, give me the signal, and I'll step out and blast them. If I don't hear a signal, I'm coming out shooting anyway." Francis hides in the back to ambush them. The boss of the rival family, Violet LaFontaine, walks in with 2 of her muscle, telling her to go to Paris and chase her dreams. After Mabel leaves, Leonard puts on his finest suit, douses the shop in gasoline, and sets the place on fire. But surprise, Francis isn't completely. Francis is out of bullets, so he pulls out a knife. Leonard stays completely calm. He finally tells Francis that he used to be just like him, a hunting dog for a mob. But Leonard